Good morning, everyone. Just want to give you an update on what's going on in the class and talk to you for just a few minutes about capital letters. So, first of all, hopefully you have submitted your resume and you will be reviewing one of your team's resumes. Remember, those teams are in rows, so you need to correspond with the other people in your row who would be in your team. And you should be talking to your peer review team to figure out who's going to review which members. And those will be due back tomorrow, I believe. Your reviews will be due back to the discussion board with your comments in the margins. Don't think of this as editing their resume. You can highlight things and make comments, but you don't just want to just change it. Okay, you're not there as an editor, you're there as a reviewer. And also think about if they were going to make changes in the next few years, what do they need to do? Maybe they need to join more societies, get more involved, actually get leadership positions. Whatever you think they need to do, or maybe they need to explain their course projects more. Maybe they need to have more bullets about what they did in their last internship. It's up to you. You make the decision about what you think that resume needs. You should also be starting your conventions assignments, and the first assignment is just to post to the discussion board. The second assignment goes to the assignments tab, and that's where I'll actually start grading them. And you will notice that you will have high similarities when you submit to the assignments tab because it all goes through Turnitin. Check all those reports, those Turnitin reports. And yes, your citations may be used in exact other documents. So it's okay if you have high similarities. The point here is to, yes, not make it seem like you're somehow plagiarizing or cheating or violating the academic honesty policy, but it's also to use it as a teaching tool. So you can look at your report and say, well, I didn't plagiarize it, so it just does that. Okay, it knows that this was used somewhere, but I didn't cheat. So, and that's perfectly valid as long as you're not actually doing anything wrong. What else do we have due? I think that's really it. Let me just double check. Yeah, so you're gonna keep with the conventions for tomorrow, and then you have Friday off. Gave you Friday off, and then you'll start back with your final version of your resume due on Monday, and you'll start watching all the videos about presentations. And then you will have your first presentation due by next Wednesday. So, and for that you will record a presentation like this, with you standing up, presenting with your computer behind you, and you will post it to YouTube as a, I can't remember if it's private or unlisted. I say in the policy statement, whatever it is, I'll clarify that. Oh, also, if you tried to get into my Zoom office hours, you probably weren't able to. It's because I did not post the password. I will post that when I link this to the announcements. So about capital letters, I've been reviewing your formal emails, and a lot of you like to capitalize things willy-nilly. Whenever something seems important, you feel like you should capitalize it. That's not the way capitalization works. So when you are thinking about whether something should be capitalized, only capitalize words that are actual proper nouns or at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, you know that. That's a rule. So don't break that one. But if you're curious about whether something is actually a proper noun, think, is it the title itself? For instance, engineer is not often a title. Now, I did have a friend who on her business card, it said her name, comma, scientist. That was her actual title. And if your title is scientist, then you would capitalize scientist. But engineer is not often someone's formal title. So if you're saying I'm studying engineering or I want to be an engineer, those would not be capitalized. But if you are saying that I work for the Department of Biomedical Engineering, then that would be a formal title and you would capitalize that. If your actual title is something something engineer, then you would capitalize that. Otherwise you wouldn't, because it's just a field of study. But if I said I study English, well, English is different. How about psychology? If I study psychology, psychology would not be capitalized. Technical communications would not be capitalized. But if it's the title of the course, which is Technical Communications for Engineers, then that would be capitalized. So don't capitalize words just because you think they're important. For example, undergraduate would not be capitalized. Bachelor's degree would not be capitalized. But if you are talking about the formal title of your degree, such as a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, then that would be capitalized. Anything else? Oh, so my title, for example, I am a director, and I would not capitalize director. But in my email signature, it says Director of Technical Communications. Then I would capitalize it. So make sure you don't just capitalize words because they seem important. And also, when you are writing an acronym, the first words of the acronym, when you're explaining the acronym, would not be capitalized unless it's actual title. So if you're going to say the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, those would be capitalized. But if you're going to talk about SCUBA as an acronym, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, those words would not be capitalized, even if you do put SCUBA after it. I think that's it. So we will make this short, and I will possibly be posting another video tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe not. If you have questions, I will be having office hours, remember, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 11. See ya.